Coming up on the bench, Syracuse men's basketball is at rock bottom. After a brutal defeat to Miami last week, the worst team in the ACC, the Orange faced North Carolina at home and then traveled on the road to face Pitt. In need of some crucial conference wins, did the 'Cuse get back on track? Plus, SU men's and women's lacrosse were in action over the past few days. Both squads headed down to Maryland over the weekend to rematch an old foe. The women's team then had a quick turnaround against Cornell yesterday. More to come on both teams' red-alicious matchups. Hello everyone, welcome inside our warm and cozy Citrus TV studios. That's Louis Leibowitz, I'm Jake Bone, and Louis, your birthday is tomorrow.
Yes, it is.
Happy early birthday.
Thank you, man.
Since you're from Florida, this is probably the first time you're experiencing snow.
I feel right at home here in the studio. The snow outside ain't my liking. But you know what? We do what we do here, and we love it all the time.
Any plans for the big day?
Oh, we're going to celebrate in some ways, but it's going to be a good day.
That's Louis's headline for his birthday. Let's get to our On the Bench headlines of the week. Syracuse men's basketball legend Carmelo Anthony was named a finalist for the Naismith Basketball Hall of Fame class of 2025 on Friday. One of 17 finalists, Anthony was a 10-time All-Star and ranks 10th all-time in career points in the NBA. As a freshman, Melo led the Orange to their first and only national championship in 2003. On the courts, Syracuse men's basketball faced North Carolina on Saturday. It's been a down year for both teams who have underperformed this season. The 'Cuse was a game and a half away from falling out of the ACC tournament. Meanwhile, UNC was fighting for a bid to the NCAA tournament. Which team gave itself a boost over the weekend? Let's head out to the Dome to see how this one turned out. Immediate defensive pressure from the UNC Tar Heels. Ian Jackson, the freshman, the steal there, then he scoops it up, and then the slam for a 10-8 UNC lead. But the Orange, they kept it close in the first half. That layup by Peter Majstorovic made it a 15-14 UNC lead. But Ian Jackson was once again too much for Syracuse. He hits the three there, then I step back. He was 4 from 6 from downtown in the first half. Jackson wasn't the only one on fire from deep range. There's R.J. Davis, the senior veteran, gets the lucky bounce for the three-point bucket. UNC shot 7 of 15 from 3 en route to an 8-point lead at the break. In the second half, though, J.J. Starling, he came alive, a tough and one there. Only 2 points in the first half. He had 20 in the second. Just under 10 minutes to go now. Eddie Lampkin in the paint. He's been there all season. Flushes that one down to tie the game at 62. His 11th double-double of the season. But you know, a program like North Carolina is going to have multiple scorers. Jackson, 23. Davis, 19. How about Jalen Withers with 19 of his own? 14 in the second half. He was a dog for the Tar Heels. Look at this tough and one from him right there. But J.J. Starling had something to say to Withers. Cookies, give me that. He finishes the tough and one. The junior, 20 points in the second half. He had 22 on the day. Now 40 seconds to go in the game. A 2-point lead for UNC. Elliot Cadeau blows by Jaquan Carlos to seal it for the Tar Heels. A 6-point victory for North Carolina. The 'Cuse Lewis allowed 88 points, the third straight game, giving up 80 or more points. And Syracuse defense just unacceptable and abysmal this season. 13 threes allowed, nearly 50% shooting from the Tar Heels from beyond the arc. It's just disappointing and inexcusable. Also, real quick to mention, 13 threes allowed. Those 13 threes for UNC tied a season high from its opening game against Elon. And you don't see Elon and Syracuse in similar categories often, but that
you
time
don't see Elon in the headlines that much.
You don't. Yeah, and after the game, head coach Felicia Legette-Jack overcome with emotion in that post-game presser. The Orange, they played so hard this season just to lose by single digits to the 4th ACC team. It's just heartbreaking for her squad. They also shot Syracuse 50% from 3 and still came away with a 6-point defeat. This game was so important for the Orange for making and securing a spot in the ACC tournament. And now, Louis, they have to go back home and face a tough 12-seeded UNC team.